Alright, what are we going to do today? Well, if you've noticed, the engine is completely uncovered. And for those of you that are very observant, you will notice the spark plugs are not installed in it. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to crank it over. This is a promise I made to the owner that I have avoided because I've been trying to get other things accomplished in my life and on this car. So, how am I going to do that? I'm going to try to sneak around where you don't see how fat I am. And then I'm going to, see, there I am. Then I'm going to start it with the equipment I have connected to it. Okay. Not going to start and run. We're just going to start it so that it spins over rapidly. Okay? This is to refresh the oil in it and stuff like that. And here I go. Are we ready? Well, let's get that big fat marine out of the way. Okay. You see I'm wearing my Godzilla shirt today. This is my favorite shirt for doing things that I shouldn't be doing. Like this. Okay. And aha! I think I see the problem now. It's very simple to fix. Now, ready? Here we go. Well, maybe not as well as we had hoped. Alright, let's try to find a better ground. If this is a problem, I'm going to have to fix it. And that's not working the way it should. Should have already started to crank. We have a good ground here. Good ground there. We're on 300 amps. Oh, wait. Okay. That's number one. We're going to do this 3 times just to make sure everything works fine. Okay. What I'm going to do on my trip out, or I'm going to run a ground cable from here. This is the bolts for the starter, or not for the starter, for the engine mount. I'm going to run a bolt, a wire from here to somewhere on the frame so that we have a good ground. That will make this engine so much easier to start. Let's try it again. Okay, you can see by the air being blown into my face that it's got a lot of compression and it's just blowing air out. It almost sounds perfect. I don't hear any clicking from, say, noisy lifters or hydraulic lifters that do not have oil in them. Okay, so I'm going to put this on this battery. This is a battery I was going to use, but I figured it'd take too much time to set up so that this works the way it's supposed to. As you can tell, ignore my massive gut. Okay. By the way, I'm not fat, really. Okay, I'm not really fat. I have a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is caused by the various chemicals that one consumed while at Camp Lejeune, and I was there for a good 3 years working at MCAS New River. So, we know the engine cranks. That's a good thing. It sounds like the oil's pumping up to where it should be. That's a good thing. It feels like it's got plenty of compression. That's a good thing. And the reason that's a good thing is that if the lifters weren't going up and down the way they're supposed to, alright, remember this, folks, there wouldn't be any blowback or blowout from the spark plug holes. What you would get is not a good strong into your face like I just got. So anyway, what's next? Well, first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to clean up this mess that I have. I'm going to put all the spark plugs back into the engine so that it's sealed, or, you know, that it doesn't have any problems with water getting inside, or small animals like bees or wasps or all those other things. Put the cover back on the whole engine so that it goes back to sleep until the next time we work on it. I do have some stuff I need to do to it. I have a new thermostat to go in here. I'm going to use a 160. I prefer 160 to everything else that's out there. 195, I believe, is too hot to get the engine to. That's when the thermostat opens up. The engine would be too hot at 195 before it started. The radiator started to cool it down. I use a 160 because that is the optimum for an engine of this year and make, and because this doesn't have electronic fuel injection, you don't want to run the engine as hot. The reason you want to run the engine hot on electronic fuel injected motor is because that helps atomize the fuel much better. And if you know anything about Fords, you know that the intake or the butterfly on the EFI motor is actually heated by the coolant from the engine. So they do that to improve fuel performance or fuel mileage. This one's not going to be worried about fuel mileage as much as we would think, so we're going to do that. I'm also going to clean up a set of hinges for this car and attempt to paint them with an interior paint that should match the tan interior that this car has. I got a lot of things I'm thinking. Oh, one other thing I got to do. I'm bringing out a whiteboard. I'm going to put it right above my trash can because I can reach it there. And I'm going to start writing down things that I have to do to this car so that I kind of speed up the process. I know I've been slow. Okay. Not because I don't want to. I've had other issues that I've had to deal with. But I'm happy. Anybody want to crank the motor again? I do. Let's do that again. One more time. Alright. I'll turn this down to here. We disconnect this. This one gets stuck on there. And let's see if it works again. That's the best spin over yet. Let's try that one more time. Compression is a good thing. This is has a lot of nice compression. So I'm going to leave this right now. This is not a Cobra Quickie. This is more of a engine quickie. So we want to start doing that. What else? That's it for right now. I'm going to try to get things sorted out on here so we got everything set up the way it should be. This is Mike, over and out.